Stay.
Yes, stay there.
Welcome back to It's Life in Progress.
That's not our podcast.
Oh my God, why do I always do that?
We're on like episode 20 something now.
I know. You know what it is? It's like I just see your, I think so much into the intro and the outro because I do it. And then I'm just so focused on the outro maybe because I have to say like follow at It's Life in Progress. Okay. We're having a morning this morning. Welcome to Life in Progress.
We have tears in progress right now.
Yeah, we're really upset. We just recorded such a good episode, and I won't give up hope. I'm hoping somewhere it's still there. I have a feeling it's not because I just don't think it is. But we recorded a really, really, really good episode with all of the misconceptions that you guys wrote into us. And it was honestly just so funny and
so good.
Real and good. And it's not there.
The files won't open. The files are there, but they won't open.
Yeah.
But the episode we recorded right before that, the files are there and they do open. So we're just like,
yeah,
what's happening?
So we're upset. But it's fine. We'll do this episode. We'll power through. Maybe we'll find the courage tomorrow to
do it again. In the meantime, we have a very important, serious episode today.
Yeah, we do. We do. It's very important and very serious.
It's not, but it is.
But first,
Carly, what's in progress?
What's in progress for me? Well, I don't know. My whole morning just got.
I also really wish I had coffee now.
Yeah. Oh, guys.
Oh my God.
Guys.
We didn't even address this.
Not only did our episode not record from yesterday, Ilana, why don't you talk about what you did yesterday?
So
to the house that your parents are trying to sell.
In this beautiful bedroom at my parents' house that they are currently selling. If anyone's interested in moving to West Palm Beach and living near Carly here.
Yes.
And me. We finished the recording. We were so pumped. I just like stretched out my legs and then I did some weird like maneuver.
You like fully
flipped
on the bed.
I like did some weird like I was trying to like flip off the bed, not so gracefully.
Yeah. No.
And I had a giant cup of iced coffee next to me,
which she barely took a sip of, so it was full.
It was pretty full, and I knocked it, and it spilled all over the wall of my parents' white wall.
Bright white wall, may I add.
In the master bedroom of the house that they're showing and trying to sell.
Yes.
And so we spent like an hour scrubbing.
No, guys, like we actually were on our hands and knees scrubbing the wall.
It was so dramatic.
I'm afraid to ask how the wall is doing.
It's doing better.
It's
like,
have you checked?
Doing better. I'm afraid to really look, but like that one spot is a lot better.
Okay.
That one main little.
Okay, listen, maybe they can sell the house with the furniture.
Yeah, maybe. And no one will ever know.
No one will literally ever know.
Other than being sad, what's in progress?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Other than that, what's in progress? You know what? I know I said this before, and I'm going to get called out for it because I said it before and I didn't do it. But I'm going to get back to my journaling.
Okay.
I know I said it before, but I'm going to order a new one so it's like a fresh start, you know, for the new year.
Do you order like a blank journal or a journal with prompts or the 5-minute journal? What's your journaling vibe?
Okay, so right now I do have the 5-minute journal, and I think it's great, and I used it a bunch, but my therapist told me that the best thing I could do in my like state right now that I've been in is set 3 timers a day. Gratitude is like the best thing you could do for yourself. And unfortunately, it's just annoying to do sometimes, but it really is the best thing to do and like to really train your brain and just be more positive and grateful. So she told me to set 3 alarms throughout my day, and every alarm when it goes off, take literally 3 minutes and like set my timer and just write things that I'm grateful for. And she told me to be super specific. She's like, for number 1, do something about yourself. Like do whatever you're grateful for yourself. Number 2, do your partner. So like something I'm grateful for with Jason. And number 3, just like something in the world.
I love that.
Yeah. So I think to answer your question, it's not going to be a 5-minute journal because that one has its prompts.
Yeah.
So I want to get one where I want a personalized one.
Yeah.
I'm going to get like a little cute like Carly
Love
journal,
that.
you know?
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
I'm just thinking of, I'm not thinking about like what I would write. I'm thinking like, wow, what would Jake write 3 times a day that he's grateful for me about?
Yeah. I don't know. I told Jason he should do this exercise too.
I should probably do it.
It's a great exercise. It's hard to do, and it's hard to get yourself to do it.
It is 1,000 degrees in here.
It's really hot.
I'm like hyperventilating.
No, I'm like really, really hot. And if I didn't have a shirt that was cutting off my circulation right now, I would take my sweatshirt off. I just have a bra
on right now under this.
Yeah, no, it's definitely hot, but we're gonna get through this.
We're getting through it.
Let's just keep going. Ilana, what's in progress for you?
So I feel like over the year, I have really tried all these different like skincare products, and I'm really proud of myself. Like this is the first year I really like dove into having a skincare routine at all, like better late than never. And I've stayed committed to it. Like I'm getting all these awesome products from incredible brands, and I've gone through bottles. Like I have empties, and then
empties.
You know those empties videos?
Yeah.
I'm always like, I'm gonna make empties videos, but then I never do it. So I have a whole drawer of just empty bottles. It's taking up so much space, and I like can't get myself to get rid of it because I hold on to the hope that one day I'll make an empties
content.
video.
You know, I've thought about it so many times doing that. Like the videos that are like brands that PR sent me that I'm gonna buy again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Should we both just do it?
Yeah. Or we could do an episode about that, like things that we love and are obsessed with.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea too.
Oh, another episode. Sorry, guys. Another episode that would be really good is, and I guess it's probably too late actually to do that. Yeah, it's a little too late, but it would be like the best gifts, like like a gift guide, basically like a gift guide episode. Yeah. I know it's a little too late for that.
A little too late. Yeah. That's okay.
It's okay.
Next year. Next year. Always time
Next
for
year
gift
we'll do that.
giving.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you are looking for gift guides, I have them highlighted on my Insta story.
Up. Yes, she does. They're great.
They are great.
I always ask Carly what I should get for gifts for people.
Thank you. I worked really hard on them.
Yeah,
so.
You crushed it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to commit, like to figure out which products I really like, because I can't really like. I'm not really good at telling like, oh, this did this for my skin, or that did that for my skin. So trying to nail it down. But what I've noticed, and this frustrates me so much, and I'm curious, I like needed to talk to you about it. I literally wrote it down in my notes to talk to you about it. Does Jason have a skincare routine? Because Jake, and I feel like this is true for 95% of men in their like 20s and 30s, Jake has never once washed his face with like a face wash, and that kid has the most perfect skin ever, and it's infuriating.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Yeah, you know what? I think a lot of people, we just use like so much shit on our skin because we think we need to. And then like I'll go to the dermatologist and they'll be like, use the CeraVe cleanser and you're good. And I'm like, but I have thousands of dollars worth of skincare in my drawer. So Jason's a bit of an anomaly. I feel like he won't actually go to bed without washing his face. And flossing, and he's in the bathroom for, I swear, an hour more than me.
That almost doesn't surprise me, knowing Jason.
No, it's not. That's not so a surprising thing. It's not. He loves when I get like new skincare and whatever. His favorites so far that a brand has sent me is Pharmacy, what do you say, the La Roche-Posay? How do you say that?
You're the one who posts about them.
I love it. I love it. I just don't know how to pronounce it.
I hate when brands do that.
Yeah, like just,
and I get it, like maybe it's like a different language name, but if you're gonna start a company,
La Roche-Posay.
If you're starting a company or a product, you need to make it easily pronounceable. Like we would never have launched a podcast that's like La Bomba di Boo. Like
that's what came to your head. Yeah, so he does wash his face every night and like uses loves like looking at the serums and uses like the moisturizers. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, he's probably better than me, actually.
That's wild.
And you know what's funny? This morning he was like, "Did I wash my face last night?" I kid you not, swear on everything.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
I always loved seeing those memes. And this was like early years of memes where it'd be like the girl who takes off all of her makeup and does her full skincare routine blackout drunk at 3 a.m. should be our president.
Yeah. 100%.
And that was never me, but I had certain friends who that absolutely was.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, skincare routine? Makeup remover?
Yeah.
What?
So do your guys do a whole skincare routine? Yeah. That's our question.
Let us know.
Let us know.
Do you makeup remover? Do you use wipes or do you use like the cleansing bombs?
If I can not use wipes, I would really try not to. And use like the actual like liquid remover or Pharmacy again, they have this really, really, really good makeup remover balm. And you literally just like put it all over your face and like wipes your makeup off. But it's more of a hassle than makeup wipes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But makeup wipes aren't good for your skin.
But like neither is putting makeup on your skin all day.
No, but then do you want to like still add I use makeup wipes for the past 3 nights. Like I'm not saying don't use makeup wipes, but if I could help it, I feel like my skin doesn't feel good after I use it.
I got the Versed cleansing balm earlier this year, and that was my first introduction to like just putting something on my face, and it just like takes my makeup off. And I was like, oh my God, this is magical and so cool. But I'm never going back. And then I was traveling and all I had was makeup wipes and I used them. And I was like,
this is so much easier.
Wait a second. What have I been doing all year? Like this takes a fraction of the time and works better.
I know. It's a shame.
Yeah.
Someone should come out with better ingredient makeup wipes.
Yeah.
Like why isn't that a thing?
Yeah.
Or is it? And we just don't know about it.
I mean, I don't know. I trust Neutrogena.
I guess. I mean, yeah, those are the ones I use too, but like, okay, we'll see.
We'll see.
I don't know. Maybe we'll look at the ingredients.
Maybe.
Probably not. We'll still use them.
Okay.
Anyway.
Let's do it.
Oh, this is a good segue into this episode. I got my wedding proposal last night.
And my wedding proposal.
Which means like from like my like florist and like production company. Like,
okay.
Like, you know, that does everything. Like lighting, florals, dance floor. I wanted to throw up. No, I looked at Jason and I said, we're canceling our wedding.
Oh, no. How much more was it than what you thought?
A lot.
Like 2 times, 3 times?
2.
Wow.
Like more than half of what we had budgeted for that. And that doesn't include like giveaway or just like hotel bags. Just like, do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't include like all the extra stuff that we need. It's just strictly like the ceremony and the reception.
Are you thinking to scale back in terms of florals and certain decor? Or
well, we didn't even know. Like this is just, I guess, their proposal based off of like pictures and the vibe we sent.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to have a call with her and be like, this is literally twice the budget that we gave. So I don't know what that looks like in terms of scaling back. Yeah. But yeah, definitely. Like we can't do that.
Yeah.
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 Did you get your proposal of that stuff?
Yeah. Ours was actually less than we thought.
Oh, must be nice.
But
is yours including, because ours is a little different situation because we're working with like one production company for everything. So does your proposal include, like it includes obviously florals. Does it include the dance floor?
Yes.
The lighting?
Yes.
I'm trying to think what else. All the signage?
No.
The table numbers?
No.
Okay, so this like had everything. So
well, that's good. That includes everything.
Right. But like this had does yours have like the napkins and the chasers for the plates and the
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. What about like
I don't think we crossed the paper goods. Yes, this was the huppah and whatever we're doing with the aisle and the dance floor and the florals and lighting.
Okay. I would love for you to see mine. Yeah. And like point out like like oh no, mine doesn't have this, because I feel like yeah.
We'll chat.
Anyway, this is a good segue though, right?
We get a lot of questions about weddings, about being a wedding guest, about surviving various wedding seasons, about being a bridesmaid for the first time, about attending a best friend's wedding for the first time. And so we thought we would do an episode all about being a wedding guest and being a bridesmaid and how to show up for your friend who's getting married while also showing up for yourself.
Yeah, basically a survival guide to weddings.
Yeah.
But not without being the bride or the groom.
Yeah, exactly. Being a wedding guest. This is your wedding guest survival guide.
Yes.
You're welcome in advance.
You're welcome.
And send us in more questions about this. We will do 1,000 episodes on this.
Yeah.
We're pretty experts at being wedding guests now.
Yeah.
So
we are.
Okay.
So we got a bunch of questions. So you want to just kind of.
Yeah. Let's start with, I think this is a good all-encompassing one of just in general, how to handle so many weddings in a row.
It's a lot.
It's exhausting.
Every weekend at this age is either a wedding, an engagement, or a baby shower.
Or a bridal shower.
Or a bridal shower. Or a bachelorette party. Or like, how do we have time for all this? And how do we have money for all this? Well, we don't.
We don't. We most certainly do not.
We don't. It's every weekend.
It's every weekend. It's nonstop. And the times that you do end up like having a break in between, you're so burnt out that you can't even like enjoy it and have me time.
Yeah. And then you feel guilty because are you really in the moment during the party, or are you feeling resentful that you're doing all of these things for someone?
It's tough. I love weddings. I really love celebrating love. I think weddings are so fun. I love wedding food. I love dancing. I love wedding cake. I love everything about weddings. But I find it really difficult for me to enjoy them because I'll have 4 in a row and I'll have to travel for them and stay at hotels and spend so much money where I almost can't enjoy it. And I do find myself when I'm there, I am enjoying it, but the lead up to it, I'm just like, ugh, I have another wedding. And it's so unfortunate that that's my outlook because I'm so excited for my friends. And this is what we've been talking about our whole lives. And it's so magical, but it's so difficult to enjoy when they're all on top of each other.
It's so hard. And then again, you just feel so guilty for even having these thoughts of, I don't want to go. I don't want to go to your wedding this weekend.
I don't want to go to a wedding.
But we do want to go to the wedding. But yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really draining.
And people are going to have those thoughts about our wedding.
1,000%. Like
I'm getting married in June. That's like peak wedding season.
Mine's April. Like,
well, you'll be a lot of people's first of the year.
You think so?
Yeah. You're my second of the year.
Okay. So yeah, I am my next wedding.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll be my next wedding after your wedding.
Really?
Yeah.
How many weddings do you have until my wedding?
Just my next one.
Oh, the next one.
Oh, no, I have one in December. So 3.
You don't need to go to that.
Well, what do you mean?
I don't know.
Just in general.
I don't even know whose it is. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm going. I'm excited. And you know what? I'm excited because I had a month break before. So I'm actually really looking forward to it.
Yeah. You know what? It is really hard when it's every weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember you had a time period where yours was literally every weekend for a month.
There were 8 weeks in a row where I actually did have a wedding, an engagement party, a bachelorette party, or a bridal shower every single weekend.
Okay. So how did you?
Yeah. Let's talk about how to get through it. First of all, like, don't overbook yourself during the week.
Yeah.
You gotta prioritize having you time. You have to prioritize relaxing and resting and trying not to get sick. Because nothing's worse than going to a wedding when you're sick.
Yeah.
So really try and leave at least like 2 or 3 of your weeknights open in between weddings to catch up on sleep, to sit on your couch and just watch a TV show or do your laundry, get your errands done. Like, don't forget to live in between your weddings.
Yeah.
I think that's really huge. And then I think it's also important to try and reprioritize, or just refocus your brain on why you're going to these things.
Yeah.
These aren't parties that you're being forced to go to. I think it's really important to remember the why. And you're celebrating the love of hopefully your close friend who has gone through modern dating hell and has found their person, and they want to celebrate that with you. And if you can, wake up the morning of the wedding or the day before when you're traveling and think, oh my God, like, Carly's getting married. This is so exciting. I am so tired right now, but I know I'm going to wake up and be in the moment and celebrate her and just be so happy for her. I think that is the correct mindset to approach it.
Yeah, I think if you have a lot of weddings in a row, or you have a lot in the next couple of months, to help your burnout of these weddings and to help your resentfulness, try not to look at the weddings all as in like a clump, and try to look at them as each individual. Because if you look at them in a clump, you're gonna be like, ugh, I don't want to go to any of these weddings. I have too many. But if you look at them as these individual weddings, you're like, oh, my best friend is literally marrying the love of her life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be resentful about that.
No, how cool is that?
That's so cool. And she wants me there to celebrate that.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. Weddings are a lot. These bachelorettes are a lot. The bridal showers are a lot. I don't know why we have to do 5 million celebrations, but we do it. And we're going to enjoy it, and we're going to celebrate them because they would do that for us.
Yeah. I also think one thing I try and do prior to a friend's wedding, and we can also talk about being a +1, because I think that adds a whole nother layer. But something I try and do within the few months before my friend's wedding, I'll try and get dinner with my friend, really hear about their journey right now.
They're more stressed than you.
They're so stressed. I want to be there for them. I want to hear what they're excited about, and just have that one-on-one time that in the months leading up to a wedding, it can be really difficult to find that time, especially when you have so many weddings and they probably also have other weddings and are planning them. But even if a month before you just say okay, it's October, it's December. Your wedding's in February. Like, let's pick a night in January. I want to take you out to dinner.
Yeah.
Like, I did that with a friend recently, and it was so wonderful. And we hadn't caught up in a while. And
no, that's
I was
so
like,
nice.
no, like, I can't make it to her bridal shower, and I am going to her wedding soon, and I haven't spent one-on-one time with her in a bit. And I would really love to just have a night.
Yeah.
And I think that can reignite your excitement for someone's wedding and also just remind you how special it is.
Yeah. Okay.
How much to give your best friend for their wedding?
That's such a tough one. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, you're asking the wrong person. Like, Jason, I haven't gone to a best friend's wedding. So all the weddings I've gone to were Jason's friends.
Mm-hmm.
So he handled that. Oh, here's a good follow-up on this question is when you're the plus one, who's paying?
Yeah.
Because I, for the past 2 years now, have been Jason's plus one. So our kind of rule, or not even rule, this is what he kind of offered and it just went with it. If it was a wedding where we had to travel, which it always was because we live in Florida and all of his friends live in New York, he would pay for the hotel and the gift, obviously, because it was his friend. I would pay for my flight.
Okay.
That's just kind of the way we did it. And if it was my friend's wedding, I had a couple in New York. If it was my friend's wedding, the same thing. I would pay for the hotel and the gift, and he would pay for his flight.
Yeah.
Everyone does it differently.
Everyone does it differently.
There's no right way to do it. You could split everything. That's just kind of what he had offered to begin with. So I did the same thing. If it was my friend. Yeah. Now our money is just going to combine into one, so it's
all the same.
Really
matter.
At
the end of the day, it's all the same.
But yes, I think if you're a plus one and you're going to someone else's, your partner's friend's wedding, I don't really think you need to. I mean, it depends how long you're in a relationship for, and it really depends. But I think now that we're engaged, the gifts would be split. Mm-hmm. But I think when we were just dating, he wanted to give the gifts because it was his best friend.
Right.
I didn't really know them as well.
It's not like an hour friend.
It wasn't like an hour friend at the time.
Yeah.
Now it would be different.
What we've done is, and this has bit me in the ass this year, when it's Jake's friend's wedding, he is paying for the gift. When it is Ilana's friend's wedding, she is paying for the gift, which really...
But that makes sense.
13 that we went to this year, 11 were mine, and the 3 that we didn't go to were mine. So that was rough for my wallet. But yeah, and the same thing with hotels. Like if it's his, he'll cover it. Or we also have a lot of hotel points, so like that helps. But there have been times where we had a wedding earlier this year where I wasn't planning on doing the hotel. Like it was my friend's wedding, but we were going to stay at a friend's house, like a friend's parents' house near it. And Jake decided last minute, like he would just feel more comfortable staying in a hotel. And I'm like, that seems like a waste of $300. And he's like, well, I want to do it. Like I'll get the hotel because it's my choice. I'm like, okay, if you want to pay for it, sure. I was still kind of annoyed. I'm like, well, that's my money too. Yeah. So like, can we just stay at the friend's house 10 minutes away? Just sleeping there. But
yeah, I think it's hard to navigate being the plus one because you never know, because you feel bad. You're like, well, I want to contribute and like I want to help, but at the same time, like I wouldn't be going to this wedding if it weren't for you.
Right.
Yeah. So I do think whoever's friend it is, they really should, unless you guys are both really good friends with the couple, they should be paying for the gift. Yeah. And they should be paying for the accommodation. Yeah. I wasn't going to ask him to pay for my flight too every time. Right. That's just like a lot of money.
What about, and we'll get back to the initial question of like how much to give, but what about just the mindset of approaching a wedding when you're a plus one? Because you might not necessarily know that many people. You might not even know the bride or groom.
I've been there.
Yeah. And it can feel awkward and intimidating and like, oh my God, I have to make small talk with people all night. Like this is a lot.
Okay, so I have a really good example of this. Yeah. So Jason and I started dating over COVID. So naturally, and all of his friends are in New York. Naturally, I didn't meet any of his friends, but everybody was getting engaged. Everybody was getting married that same year that we had met. So we had his one best friend's wedding. So he was in the wedding, okay, and in Chicago. And so we had to fly there. I was also sick. Okay, so the first time, like I had a cold. So the first time I was meeting every single one of his friends for the first time, I was sick. Also, his 2 ex-girlfriends were going to be there because they're friends with with the groom. So I knew going into this, I'm like, oh my God, not only I'm meeting all of his friends for the first time. I don't know every single person. I've never met the bride or groom. So like that also was uncomfortable for me. And I'll never forget. So I was in the elevator and Jason was already like, he was in the wedding party. So he was gone. I was like by myself for a little bit in the morning. Luckily I had another girl that I had met there that became close with. But I remember getting in the elevator and I think it was like an hour before the rehearsal dinner and I had to go to get something from the lobby. And all of a sudden I'm in there by myself. And the bride and her mom walk into the elevator.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm just like, hi, I'm Carly.
And thanks for having me.
Thanks so much for inviting me. I know you don't know me.
Oh my God.
Needless to say, she's actually in my wedding party. She's one of my best friends now. So it's funny to look back on that.
So funny.
But it's really, I've never had so much anxiety going into that wedding where I didn't know a soul. And then not only that, like Jason was not with me for the entire weekend because he was in the wedding party. And I remember like the bride couldn't have been nicer. Shout out Jamie. But I was shaking. I was literally shaking. When she walked out of the elevator, I walked into the hotel room and I'm just like, oh my God. Like, did I just make the worst first impression? Like,
and that's like when you question your social skills.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I have no social skills there. Like none. Absolutely none. And her mom still remembers that moment. I'm like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable.
That's so funny. It's definitely tough when your partner is in the wedding party.
And you don't know anyone.
Yes. I am guilty of having put Jake in that position many times this year and at weddings where he did not know anyone else. And I definitely feel really bad for him because also then at the actual wedding, I'm busy. I'm on bridesmaid duty. I got places to be and pictures to take. And I know a lot of the people. So I am saying hi to everybody. And a lot of the people know me. So they're saying hi. And like, I feel really bad because I know Jake goes into it being like, well, I'm going to be alone all day.
Well, Jake's not really going to know anyone at my wedding.
No. We'll have Danny and Ari.
Yeah. But that's it.
But that's been the case at a lot of our weddings where we know like one other couple.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
Going into it. I got lucky because right when we landed, I got to meet some of his friends and like stuck by them the whole time.
Yeah.
But that is really stressful going as a plus one, not knowing anyone. I think the biggest advice I can give is just like enjoy, just pretend like you know everyone. Yeah. And because first you do want to make a good impression for your plus one. Like they're bringing you to this wedding. You're getting paid for to come to this wedding. Like weddings are expensive. Yeah. Every guest is expensive. So just be as kind and nice and as you can and try to just pretend like you're friends with everyone and just dance and have fun.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Like dance. Like get on the dance floor. Yeah. Everybody loves a wedding guest who's just on the dance floor bringing the good vibes. Yeah. And that will reflect, like people will be like, wow, like Carly was dancing all night.
Like she was so fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's good.
Okay.
Wait, but back to
how much to give?
The amount.
We're not going to tell you an amount that you have to give someone. Like that is, it's fully whatever you're comfortable with. And in my experience, I'm not sure how you guys do it, but it definitely varies.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I am in the wedding party or if we're traveling for it and spending a lot of money on flights and hotels, we might give a little less. If it's a very close friend or I'm in the bridal party, I'm probably going to give more. So it completely depends, I think, on a lot of different factors.
Okay, I'm so happy mine's before yours, so I can just give you the same amount back.
Well, but see, that's an interest. I'm glad you brought that up because I feel bad about that sometimes.
I know.
I feel uncomfortable with that because I'm not giving an amount of money to a friend with the expectation that that's what they're going to give back. Like I'm giving this because I want to give it. But knowing that that is the mindset most people have, like I've had friends where I'm like, I know their financial situation and I don't want to give them almost the amount that I would want to give them because I don't want them to feel like they have to give it back.
Unfortunately, I think that's just kind of sadly what it is.
Yeah.
Like I think that is, I joke about it. And I said this the other day because we had my cousin's wedding and I said it jokingly the other day. And I think my sister's boyfriend was like, that's not the mindset you should have. Like you should give it, like give it because you want to give it. Which is 100% true. Yeah. But in reality, like that is what's going to happen is what I give them, they're going to give me back. They're going to look at their list and see what did I give them? and they're going to give it back.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do too. And it's like, but yeah, the amount is tough. Like someone DM'd us and specifically asked, like they've never been to a wedding. What do I give my best friend?
Yeah.
And I think it's really hard because you just like, you don't want to look like I didn't give enough, or I gave, too much that was so generous. And
I will say I've been surprised. I've heard from other friends who have gotten married what some of our other friends have given.
Oh.
And I was like, what?
And now are you surprised?
I'm like, shit, I am over gifted.
Oh, okay. You're surprised that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think I'm definitely over gifted.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to under gift.
I'm biggest fear.
I'd rather
Undergift?
be
Yeah.
poor than under gift. So that's another thing that's hard.
Yeah.
I think I would say, listen, I've asked around. I have close friends that I've asked, like, hey, what do you usually give?
Me too.
If you have a close friend, you can maybe ask them, or give what you feel is right to give, and it's not going to matter at the end of the day. Or give something off the registry.
You read my mind.
Yeah.
What's your take on registry versus cash or check?
It's interesting because it's like you make a registry for a reason, right? But
you make a registry so that people don't buy you random gifts that they want to get you, and you want them to buy you the gifts that you want.
Right, but or should they just give you cash or check?
Yeah.
I mean, I've never bought something off someone's registry for a wedding. For an engagement party, yes. But for a wedding, it's always been a check. Because I just feel like people would want that. And I don't know.
I've started to ask my friends getting married, do you want me to get you something from your registry? Or do you want me to give you a check?
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart. What have they said?
A lot of people will say, I just want the cash. Like, just give me the check. Or, we have our honeymoon fund on.
So I
think the cash funds are big. People want you to donate, or not donate, but people want you to give to their cash funds, and nobody's doing it.
I know. Because what's really awkward about giving to the cash fund? Jason and I went to a wedding, and one of the cash funds was like, okay, either you can pay on the honeypot on the wedding registry, which gave a fee. It was like a $14 fee, which was like kind of annoying. It's nothing, but like it's kind of annoying to give a fee when you're already paying X amount. Or it'll say like you can Venmo. Jason's like, I'm not just gonna Venmo them.
I'm not gonna Venmo a wedding gift. Like, no, that's where I draw the line.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like we were so confused when someone had that, and we felt so uncomfortable. Like, Venmoing.
It's funny because at the end of the day, it's no different than giving cash or a check, but it just feels too informal.
Yeah. No, it feels very weird.
I will say I did a honeymoon fund recently, and I gave what I thought was a large amount, and it was like a $12 fee. And I was like, you know what? That $12 fee is saving me the hassle of like writing a check and not forgetting to bring it, and then finding the gift box at the thing. Like, I will take the $12 fee.
No,
that's
100%. We did that too. We were not Venmoing someone.
Yeah.
I'd rather someone not get me something off my registry.
Yeah.
I found it really annoying. I'm not gonna lie, but for our engagement, there were people that we had a full registry. It was right there in front of your faces of things we would want, and we literally had people go and get stuff not on our registry just because they thought we would want it, which is so nice. I'm not complaining about the gifts.
It's annoying,
but we have an apartment that we can't fit everything, and so the purpose of doing the registry for us was, we could ship it later, and whenever, and not get it to our apartment, and all of a sudden we have like boxes of the Nambe salad bowls, 3 of them in our apartment.
And that's also the problem when people don't look at the registry, because they end up buying you things that someone already bought. Yeah. So you actually end up with 3 of the same Nambe salad bowls.
Yeah. Like, I'm so grateful that you got me a gift. I'm so grateful.
And then you don't want to have to like re-gift it to someone else and do the same thing to them. And it is a hassle to return.
Oh, we don't live near like a Bloomingdale's.
Where's the nearest one?
In Aventura. So you have to drive 30 minutes to go to a Bloomingdale's. So it was just, I'm not gonna lie, it was annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sure I sound stuck up, but one of the misconceptions was that I was stuck up. Anyway.
Okay. I have a bunch of would you this or that wedding edition questions and would you rathers.
Okay.
Let's do it?
Yep.
All right. This or that, band or DJ?
band for the first part, and then after party DJ.
I will say, I've had a lot of fun at DJ weddings.
They're very fun.
Like, potentially more fun. I'm having a band, but the DJs really get it going.
We looked into a hybrid, but it was too expensive.
We looked into a hybrid, but just ended up liking a band better than a hybrid option that we had found.
Either work. Either are fun.
Ooh, this is a hot debatable topic. Open bar or cash bar? Wait, I can't see the red light that it's still recording. I think it is.
You definitely pressed it, right?
Yeah, I know I pressed it. I saw it before. I know it's still recording. We're great. We look amazing. Oh, and Barkley looks adorable.
Aw. Okay. Open bar or cash bar at a wedding? Ooh. So I believe I'm having an open bar. Actually, we haven't decided shit yet, so I don't know.
You're definitely having an open bar.
No, I'm definitely. Yeah, you're right.
What? Have you ever been to a wedding with a cash bar?
No, actually, I don't know why I said that. I was thinking, no, I don't know why I said that.
Here's the thing, and I've listened to a lot of podcasts and read a lot of articles about this. I think if you are having a wedding and people are going out of their way, some people are flying, some people are staying in hotels, some people are driving long distances to come to your wedding, I think the last thing they want to do is be buying their drinks. I think it'd be better to scale back on florals, decor.
Yeah.
Have a DJ instead of a band so that you can afford an open bar.
Wait, I don't even know why I said we're debating. I've never been to a cash bar. You know what I was thinking?
What?
Of like some people when they have after parties, they will turn it into a cash bar.
I've seen that. I've been to that.
I don't even think I've been to that actually, but I think that's what my mom was going to. But open bar. I agree. If people are traveling and people are coming to your wedding, like they're not going to buy their own drinks.
Yeah, you gotta treat them, and that's okay if you have to scale back on other things if you can't afford to do it all. Like, of course, that's completely understandable. But the last thing people want to do is buy their own drinks. And you know what? If you just have to do beer and wine, that's fine too.
Yeah,
that's fine too. Or have it be beer and wine open, and then like if they want to get a vodka soda, they can pay for that. Like, sure. That's on them.
Yeah, I agree. That's like very important to have.
Local or destination?
I mean, I'm doing mine local.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although there have been times during this planning where we're like, should we have just invited our bridal party to like Italy?
I've thought that every day.
And just done that and called it a day.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Yeah. So it was really important to us in the planning process that we made it like as local as possible because of all the travel we've done and how exhausting we know it is. And I've had a lot of thoughts since booking our venue of, oh no, did we make it too convenient? Where I worry that people might just like leave a little early, like not stay till the end versus if we were, at a place 2 hours from the city where everyone was staying at the same hotel and everyone was waiting till the last shuttle to go back to the hotel. I feel like there's more of a camaraderie around like, it's just a away weekend together with everybody.
Wait, I don't think your wedding's that convenient.
For
people in New York, even.
Like 70% of our guests, yes. Because it's in the town that Jake is from. So all of his friends and his parents' friends all have places to stay. And it's 10 minutes from the town where I'm from. So the majority of my friends also have places to stay.
They're all from Westchester?
Pretty much.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So.
Well, I'll stay. It's not convenient for me.
You have a place 8 minutes away.
Oh, right. But I'll still stay.
Thank you. Yeah. Like I worry that because we made it so convenient.
I don't think that has anything to do with people aren't leaving.
I don't know.
I really don't think. Because
most people aren't staying at the hotel.
But it doesn't matter. I feel like if people were staying at the hotel, that would be more convenient.
No, but then they'd be waiting for they'd be waiting for the shuttle and everyone would be like leaving at the same time. I don't know. I just worry that.
That's not something you should worry about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Well, convenient. I'm a people pleaser. I'm definitely going to make my wedding most convenient for everyone. One dress.
Like the rock sign for that.
I know. I don't know why. One dress or dress change?
Dress change.
Yeah. Dress change for the after party is.
I might do it before.
Yeah.
Yeah, might do it before the after party.
I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
I'm not committing to, but I could see myself.
I have no idea
wanting
to.
Do
it. Yeah. I don't know.
We'll see. Okay. Would you rather? These are really fun. Do you want to read
I can't see them, so you can just read them.
Okay. Would you rather have all of your exes show up at your wedding or have all of your significant other's exes show up at your wedding?
Significant other.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't really need my exes there.
Definitely.
I don't mind if they're there.
Don't want my exes there. And Jake doesn't have any like serious exes. So like, great. Bring on the casual hookups.
As I said, I was already at a wedding with all of his exes.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Would you rather be engaged for 5 months or 5 years?
Well, considering I was basically engaged for 5 months.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the 5 months.
Agreed. I would rather take the 5 months. And
I don't want to why are we prolonging this? Like,
also at a certain point, you're going to run into every single conversation you have with people. They're going to be like, so when's your wedding? Like, why haven't you planned it yet?
Also
is everything okay?
Gives you more time to like rethink your decisions. And, like, I don't want to rethink my decisions. I want to make a decision.
Yeah.
And stick to it.
About the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, about the wedding. Not about the partner.
I know. Just clarifying for everyone else.
Yes. For the wedding, once I make a decision, I'm going to stick to it and not be like, oh, well, that wasn't my style last year.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I will say one of my best friends is like modern Orthodox Jew. And they get married, like they get engaged and like get married 2 or 3 months later.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happened for her, I was like, this is so crazy. Like, don't you want to take more time to plan it and like have it to look forward to? And like they're very just like turnkey weddings, you know? And she's like, no, like why would I want to go through wedding planning for like 10 times the amount of time? Like when I could just like get it done. Like they know what they're doing. They do this all the time and it'll be great.
You said to me one time, actually, you're like, I'm going to be so jealous when your wedding's over and I'm still planning.
Yeah. And now I get it.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Yep. Short engagement for the win.
Yeah. Okay, would you rather have someone else wear a white wedding dress at your wedding or have someone else get proposed to at your wedding?
Wear a white wedding dress.
Get proposed to.
Oh, I don't want someone taking away from like my night and then they're going to get proposed to and then like they're going to think it's about them. Like I just got proposed to and everyone coming up and congratulating them. Like, no. This is my wedding. If someone wears white, like no one's
gonna white wedding dress.
A white like the same kind of dress as me.
Like it's not just they're wearing a white dress, like they're wearing like a wedding dress.
I still rather that. People are gonna look like not give them attention. People aren't gonna like go up to them and be like, oh my God, I love your dress. People are gonna be like, what the fuck did they do? Like, why are they doing that? And they're gonna like give me more attention because they know I'm probably pissed about it. If someone else gets proposed to, like that's like I think that's so weird when people do that at other people's weddings. Like I don't think that's a special time for them. I don't think that's taking away from your night.
I think it's special.
I don't at all.
I mean, listen, like I would want to know prior. Like I would want them, the man or whoever to ask that's going to propose. I would want them to be like, Ilana, is this okay with you? And if it's someone who's like special to me, yeah, I do think it's weird and not what I would choose. But I think that's like awesome and special and like adds love. But yeah, I think it's fucking weird either way.
I couldn't agree less.
Well,
yeah, no. So if anyone's coming to my wedding, do not get proposed to.
Noted. Would you rather have your photographer cancel or have your dress ruined at the last minute?
I think never heard that in our neighborhood. Cut that out.
What is happening?
I don't know. Never heard that. Okay. Have your photographer cancel last minute or have your dress ruined last minute at your wedding? I think have my photographer cancel and I'll just really try to find another one as quick as possible.
I agree. I think like all hands on deck.
Try to find
another photographer.
Mm-hmm. Go buy a fucking camera, someone. And
yeah.
That's tough though, because those are the pictures for the rest of your life. But there are photographers that can do things last minute, and if you have to pay more to get them last minute, then you have to.
I just don't know, like what else would we wear?
That's the problem. we wouldn't have another dress.
Yeah. You can't just go buy one.
I had a dream about that I had to like buy a last minute dress at my wedding, and
that's so stressful. I'm sorry.
My mom was like going to like, search for it while I got my hair and makeup done.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So no. You know what?
Yeah.
Get rid of the photographer.
Yeah. Okay, 2 more. Would you rather catch your significant other cheating the day of the wedding or get left at the altar?
Oh my God. Neither sound great.
Asking the hard-hitting questions here on Life in Progress.
I guess I was going to say get left at the altar, but like, why did he leave me? Like, is he showing up? Is he late? Is he not showing up at all?
He's not showing up.
Oh, we're not.
You're getting left at the altar.
Like, we're not getting married?
Yeah.
And now what is the cheating?
You walk in on them hooking up with someone.
I don't know. I'm so stressed.
Let's not say we didn't. I don't have an answer. They both suck. I don't want either.
Is it crazy that I think I would choose the cheating part? Because not that I can validate it, and not that it's right, but like
there's a reason.
In some way, is that like he needed this before he said I do? Like, I don't know.
Oh, you would move forward with the wedding?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't been in this situation.
No.
I don't know if I'd move forward with it, but at least I wouldn't be up there already, is what I mean.
Yeah.
Like if I caught him cheating, then I wouldn't go, then like the wedding wouldn't happen. So I wouldn't be standing up there.
I don't really understand this concept of getting left at the altar like that, because you're not walking down the aisle until he's already there.
That's so true.
So are you just like waiting
and he just doesn't show
for
up?
the ceremony to start? Yeah, but you wouldn't be up there already.
Okay, so I think I would actually choose the cheating now that I'm thinking about it. And I can't say whether I'd still go forward with the wedding or not. It really, like, I don't know the circumstance. I can't can't never say never. Like, I don't know. Obviously, I don't want to really go forward with the wedding if they were cheating on me. But then I wouldn't have to put my guests through like coming to the ceremony and like sitting down and being embarrassed, being nothing there.
True.
You know?
Yeah. That's nice of you.
What would you
We're
choose?
people pleasers.
Yeah. What would you choose? Like, I guess either way, they don't want you. So
yeah.
Which
is the lesser of the two evils? I really don't know. I don't know.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. Would you rather trip going down the aisle or have someone drop your cake?
Someone drop my cake.
Trip. I think it's funny.
I don't really want to trip.
I'd rather not. Am I falling flat on my face?
Yeah, it's like trip and fall. It's not just like a little oops. Like, I don't want to do that. If it's a little like little jolt, that's okay. If I'm like tripping and falling down and like my bouquet is flying and like it's like a whole production, like I just like don't really want that.
I mean, I'd prefer to not have that happen, but
I may not even have a cake.
I'm definitely having a cake.
That would have been a good this or that.
Yeah.
Cake or fake cake or other desserts. Because we're having a bunch of other desserts, I think.
We're having both. I really like wedding cake. Like, I actively like
That's fair.
get
Some
excited to eat wedding cake.
We're still going to do like the cutting of the cake.
Yeah.
And like have like the top layer so we can save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we haven't decided yet if we want to actually have a cake.
I think I'd rather trip. Like, you know what? I'd get back up. I'd laugh it off. It'd be a funny moment.
Okay.
Like, one of my friends, this is like less serious, but like her veil flew off during the ceremony because it was so windy and like it was cute.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
That was fun.
All right.
Okay, well, you know where to find us, but I'll tell you again. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at It's Life in Progress. Email us at carlyandilana@gmail.com. Rate and review us, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.